Give me a minute to start the presentation. Okay, so yeah, the plan is to do the background and do a recap of our first batch and talk about the second batch and then talk about the mentor responsibilities. So our mission is to connect students and alumni, and this is to help the students grow. So if you think about our time at Roorkee, just give me 1 second. Yeah, if you think about our time when we are there as students, our most common concern was what's next in our career. So where do we go from here? There seems to be many options. So many of the questions that we get from students are about career and job growth. And I think given the experience we have, uh, we should help the students focus on their longer term growth as well. So things like soft skills and many other skills that are important for success and are normally not taught in their curriculum. So focusing on their long term growth. And then the other goal we have is to provide the infrastructure to facilitate the matching and the communication, getting feedback, so facilitating this whole process of the connection. The way we are connecting students and alumni is through the mentoring program is one-on-one mentoring, which means one mentor and one student. So all the meetings are one-on-one, but a mentor can have multiple students. So quick recap of the first batch. We started this. Few of my batchmates got together and we had this idea. So we started it. Uh, Luckily, we got the support of the institute and they spread the word. So we had 130 mentors sign up from all over the world from different batches. Uh, there was a good response from the students as well, 200 students, and we were able to offer one-on-one mentoring to every student. And we got good feedback from students. The first one, Pallavi Kaushik, is a PhD student. She's talking about uh, organizing, contemplating her dreams, and also getting ready for it. And PT Reddy, who is a civil engineering student, uh, he had a different experience. His mentoring was more technical, and Mr. Ram Goyal, who is one of our senior mentors, and a lot of experience in civil engineering, helped him understand the practice of civil engineering. And then it was noticed by a director as well. So he sent this note saying appreciating our work. So quick note about our mentors. So we have folks, of course, from engineering, product development, research, and academic careers. And this is close to my heart. I think we need to encourage more students to go into academia and research. So, and generally that's a path that's less frequently taken. So, any help we can provide the students who are interested is good. There are folks from finance, entrepreneurship, running their own companies. Also, a few folks also do mentoring even outside of this program as part of their either personal or professional lives. This shows the distribution of batches. Our oldest, or yeah, the most senior mentor is 1961, and we have a good representation from the past 10 years or so. And 1989 has also, that's my batch, has a healthy representation. So now let's look at what students, the feedback they gave us. So we can, this helps us plan our next steps and the next batches and helps us improve. So 66%. So we at the end of the last batch, we asked them, did the program meet your needs? And 66% gave very high scores. They were all positive. 18% was medium, and 10% gave a one where there was some problem or the other. And we looked into some of the details of why, what were the problems that they had. Excuse me, just one second. So the problems were either there was a background mismatch where the mentor and mentee, mentee had some goals, but they didn't find a mentor who could help them towards those goals. There were some problems connecting. Um, so the mentor, either the mentor tried to reach to the mentee and the mentee didn't respond. Um, there were a few cases where the mentors didn't respond. And there's a comment from the student where they said, I have sent him an email 2 weeks from now, but they haven't responded. So the students are unsure about um, whether they should reach out again. So, um, and I'll talk about how we are addressing these. And there was some experience mismatch also. Some students, maybe they relate better with folks uh, who are graduated more recently. So different students have different needs. And of course, this is just to reiterate, we are focusing a lot on this. These are areas for improvement. So a large majority of students had a good experience. These are the areas where we can improve. So there are some changes that we're making to the second batch. In the first batch, the matching process was we had matched the mentors and mentees, taking a best guess approach of what would using their backgrounds and goals. In the second batch, what we are doing is we have a website, and the students will reach out to mentors, and then the mentors will choose one of the students. So it's an explicit handshake between the mentor and mentee that they want this relationship. So some of the comments about where there was an experience mismatch or or a goal mismatch, there those things shouldn't happen. We are also asking the mentors this time to take more active charge of the communication, um, because the students are still they're still developing their communication skills, and I think it's okay for mentors to say, hey, let's set up a meeting, and so on, so that to drive the relationship. Um, from the students, we brainstorm like what we can do for them to be more engaged. Uh, and there are several ideas, but I think the simplest one in terms of implementation is to have them write a retrospective after each meeting and share that with the mentor. So there is at least some work they're putting in for each meeting, some pre-work. I'll come to what some topics, suggested topics for discussion a little later in the presentation. So before that, we will talk about how we do the matching process, the logistics. So what we have done is we have a website. You can think of it as a mini LinkedIn where your profiles are stored. So whatever data you had given us, we have imported it into our website. It's all built by volunteers, and it's in the first edition, so be patient with it. So we have the website. You will log into the website, and the first thing you'll have to do is mark yourself as available. What this means, it makes you visible to the students. If you don't do this, then you won't get any requests. So by the default is that you're not available. This, but the first thing to do is to log in and mark yourself as available. This should take only a few minutes, so we're giving a few days to folks to do it. So let's do it in within this weekend. After that is done, then we will open the signups to mentees, where they can browse for mentor profiles. And once they find someone they think might be a good match, they will request a match. What we will do is we will collect these requests and then email them to you about 2 weeks from now. And you can then select the mentee that you want to interact with. And the way you select the mentees is by filling in a shared sheet. And then the mentors should set up their first meeting uh, within a week, uh, so that we get the meetings going right away. Um, yeah, for this to work smoothly, you must log in and indicate that you're available, and then carefully follow the steps so that we can take this process smoothly. I'll do a quick demo of the website. It's very similar to LinkedIn. So thanks to all the developers. So these are mentors also who put in time to develop this platform. And I'll show you, I'll share the link as well after this talk where you can go and sign up. So switch tabs. So after you have signed in, you'll see this. You'll see your profile. It's populated by with the information you had provided us, and it has these keywords or strengths that students will use to search. So if they are, let's say, if some students is interested in research, they can type in research, and my profile will show up, and then they can request me as a mentor. Uh, so what you can do is you can edit this um, from here and make sure that you mark yourself as available. Are you available? So this indicates to the students that when you submit, um, so it makes a profile visible to the students. So we talked about this. Um, And about 2 weeks from now, you should get an email that looks like this, which says these are the students who have expressed interest. And you can click on those students and visit their profiles. So they will have filled up what their short term and long term goals are. And you complete the match by filling up a sheet, which we will share the link. So let's say you want to mentor both Akshat and Ariman. But when you go to the sheet, that you see that I have already taken Akshat. So but Ariman no one has taken. So you can just sign up your name here. This shared sheet ensures that there's only one mentor per mentee. Um, so yeah, so different students have different needs, but what we have done is come up with a structure of how many meetings over the course of the semester. So what we suggest is meeting every other week, and over the course of the semester, which is 3 to 4 months, you'll have about six meetings. And since most of the students are talking, or their questions are about career and job counseling and so on, maybe talking about what career options are available for them, uh, how they prepare for those options, and then talking about other life skills which are important, and then wrapping up the relationship. So this is a structure that we have suggested that you can start with. Many students are, you'll see, they when they come in, they are just happy to interact with a mentor, with an alum who has years of experience. um, but some students will have specific needs. So their students might, maybe they're struggling with their GPA, or communication skills. So maybe then you should tailor your discussions based on that. We had a few students last time who were we had a few students last time who were very motivated and they knew the importance of life skills. So there, our role was to give them resources and help channel their energy. So depending on what they need, you can tailor the relationship. So, but at least have about 5 to 6 meetings through the course of the semester. I'll stop here. Just take a pause and see if there are any questions. Uh,
Yeah, Kiran, have you sent this website?
yeah, I'll share it by email, as well as
Okay.
I'll share it in a minute at the end of this presentation.
So my question is, there could be, um, you know, some mentees uh, that are not taken up by any mentor. Something happens, or
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
one
Yeah,
mentor is more popular, and they're only
right.
able to take one or two students, and not everyone. So in
Mhm.
that case, have you thought about an alternative so that every student has at least some mentoring?
Yes. So that's in fact my next slide. So there are a few scenarios to watch out for. It's possible that the student doesn't get matched at the end of this. It's also possible that the mentor does not get any requests. So which is okay. So we will deal with these situations. So few things that we have thought about is maybe do another round of matching. So after we have done one round of matches, do another round with the folks who are still available from both sides. Uh, or we could at that point do a manual match, depending on what we find in about 2 weeks. So, so that these are two solutions we have in mind. There are other ways to help students, so that when students are signing up, they get something out of this program. If, let's say, we are not able to match them one on one, we could do group sessions, and these group sessions could be on specific topics, maybe research, like careers in academia, or topics about entrepreneurship, um, or, things like these. So we could have these group sessions. Um, Another option that we had, or that we thought about, was just one meeting, like a coffee chat, where some mentors are available, and the mentees can reach out for like a one-time consult with them. So it's just a one-time thing. So there are, yeah, some other options, which I in about 2 weeks we will have a good picture of where we are, and then we can take a call. Um, yeah, so just reiterating that, uh, please pay careful attention to the emails, and so that we can smoothly run this program. Here are few questions that have come up in the past, so I'll quickly address them. We can then open it up for more questions as well. Um, there are a few students who would like to continue with their first batch, um, or mentors who would like to continue with their students. This is fine. If you are not able to take more students, all you need to do is make sure you're marked as not available on the website. Um, and how many mentees should I take? Most people take about 60% of our mentors have one mentee, but there are others, depending on your time commitment, have more students as well. Let's say after the first meeting you find out that it's not a good match. That's fine. So let's discontinue and try to find another match. Also, if you think things are not going well, please reach out to us. We'll try our best to resolve them. And sometimes it's beyond our reach to resolve, but we'll try our best. Yeah, just a quick note on the mentor roles and responsibilities. I know you're all very experienced, and but just to reiterate a few of the points. Um, Create a supportive and safe environment. Um, get to know your mentees, understand their goals. Most importantly, respect the confidentiality, so that uh, there are, I think, family situations or things that mentees will discuss that you want to keep confidential. Ask open-ended questions, provide candid feedback. Most importantly, don't solve their problems. Bring up considerations or alternatives. So help them make the decision, so that when they're faced with other situations, similar situations, they can make those decisions on their own. So these are some of our roles and responsibilities as more experienced folks. Finally, I would like to call for volunteers. There are a few folks who are involved, but I would like to make it much more broader base. This is very important for the sustainability of the program. We would like to have a high quality bar for running this, and that does require a whole amount of effort to make sure we are running this well, that the students are finding it beneficial. So yeah, please feel free to volunteer. Also, I think another very important thing is that as you come in, you bring your ideas, and so we can grow the program in different ways. Yeah, there are many opportunities. There's outreach, publicity. Outreach involves talking to students, talking to new mentors. Publicity is getting the word out to students. There's a whole the website is under development, the which I just showed, that takes a whole amount of work. Um, Establishing new programs. So as we have a good pool of mentors, other organizations, for example, Tides at Roorkee, they reached out to us and see if we can do some joint programs on entrepreneurship. So So there's new programs, organizing the group mentoring if you have to. So yeah, feel free to reach out and
Yeah, so Kiran, you can put in my name. I'll love to volunteer. So let me know how can I help with any of these things.
oh, okay, great. Thanks, Niti.
Yeah, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'll include you. Um, cool. So with this, I'll open it up. Any discussions, questions? Okay, so let me also send the link to the chat. So you can try to sign in. So what will happen is when you first try to sign in, you'll have to provide your email address, and then that email address, there will be a verification link, authentication link sent to that email address. Once, and then you have to click on that, and you'll be able to log in, create a login and a password. Any questions or comments? Hello.
So the just one thing. So this app link which you have sent, once we sign up, this is where we make ourselves available, right?
That's right. Right.
Perfect. Okay, I'll just do that.
Yeah. Also, are most of you part of the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah. If not, then yeah, send me an email and I'll add you to it. So I send announcements both to the WhatsApp group as well as to the email. Okay. So if no questions, then I'll you switch back. So let's wrap up. Uh, oops, deadline. So yeah, so we are starting the student publicity, and the mentor login is available. So update your profile. Deadline is 10th Feb, and yeah. So few requests. So login. Website is new. Be patient, and then take charge of the relationships. Students might be shy. Stop the presentation. So I'll wait here a few more minutes. If you're trying to log in and set up your profiles, or if you have any questions, can we can hang be here for a few more minutes.